All right, this is Witchy Woman by the Eagles. We got this double lead to start out the tune, so we're gonna go. Okay, so we're hammering in 6 to 8 on the second string. Do that twice, and then we're gonna go 6 on the second string to 7 on the G string. So, and then we'll do that again. And then we're going down here, 5, 3 on the G, slight bend on that 3, little bluesy bend to that 5 on the D string. Okay, so the first ending goes down to that lower note. The second ending is going to go quick hammer on 3 to 5 there. It's going to like a C chord instead of a G chord. What's happening there? That sets up the first verse. Okay, so the harmony of this part is going to go 2 to 3 on the G string. 2, 3, 3 on the D. Then it's going to go 5, 3 on the D to 5 on the A. The second time, back into that 5 on the D. So one more time in this one. And like I said, it ends the second time with into that C note. Now the other one. 2, 3, 3. That's the first time. The second time would end with, we'll do the whole thing. Back to that 5 on the D. Okay, now there's a little rhythm under that that's like a G minor chord. 3, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3. So you go. So that's kind of coming in from part of a C chord, open on the G and first fret on the B string. Into that D power chord, which will have the D bass and the 2 and the 3. So it's, then you'll do that again, and then you're gonna go 5s on the D and the G. So 5s to 3s, same strings, then to 5, 5 on the A and D strings. So you got G minor, G minor again, C, D, D, C, D, D, and then this is like C, B flat to C. So, okay, and then we have this little riff. So that's a hammer on 3 to 5 on the D string. And then this chord, 3 and 3, G and B strings. Back to that 5 on the D. And then, so that's a pull off from the 5s on the G and B to the 3s. Hit those 3s again, so you got. Okay, and then this guitar part can go to this little rake thing that happens when the verse starts. So that is like I'm lifting this finger up so it doesn't touch the bottom string open. I want open, 3, 3, and then 5. So I got that lifted really tall so it doesn't touch that bottom open string. So it does like a reverse rake there. So it's open, 3, 3, 5. And then you're gonna go to this other chord. Do that one a couple times. So this one is going to end up being open on the bottom, and then I'm barring the 3s on 3 strings, but I'm bringing in 5s here. So I got open, 3, 5 with the pinky, 3 again, and 5 on the 5th string. Okay, so those are some just nice, pretty sounding fills that get the verse started. The main verse rhythm is going to be this G minor chord top up here, 12, 11, and 10. So we're going to come in, we won't play on the downbeat. We'll play after that. We'll have a rest to start with. So we'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that kind of a thing. 3, 4, 1. Okay, so when this part came in, this chanking thing kind of starts that's going to get into the verse. So it's like, so you're going to end up having 8 of these to set up the verse. That would be that little rake. That'd start the verse. Now when we start the verse, we're going to have 2 of these. 3, 4, 1. Then we're going to go to this D7, which is barring the 10s on the 4 bottom strings, bring an 11 in on the G string, when you'll have D7, do that 4 times, G minor twice. Okay, so the series is G minor twice, D7 4 times, back to G minor twice. So that'll be like 2, 3, 4. Starts again. Okay, now that part would just repeat that again, but there's a second rhythm guitar that comes in, and it kind of starts, it's kind of still a verse, but it kind of starts off the whole Witchy Woman kind of chorus feel. So that's going to be this G minor here, and then C power chord to D power chord. Do that twice, and then we have that, those 5s on the D and G, to the 3s, to the 5s on the A and the D. So we got G minor, C, D, D, and again, and then the. Okay, so that happens while these chanks are going on, the second half of the verse. So then we have this bend riff. There's 2 different bend riffs. You could kind of pick whichever one you want. They're in harmony with each other. So one goes. So that one is the 6s on the bottom. You're bending the 6 on the 2nd string. You kind of bend it down as well. And then you go to those 2 3s on the bottom. And then we're going to have this little thing, 5 and 6, 5s on the G, 6s on the B. That's to the 7s on the D and G strings. So here goes this bend riff. Okay, so that's one of the ones you can do. The other one you can do is the 5 and 5 on the G and B strings. Go to that 3 and the D string. And then you go. So that's a quick slide or hammer from 5 to 7 on the D to that 5 on the G string a couple times. Kind of staccato on that one. Then hold that one. So we got. Okay, so that's the higher of the 2. The other one is. Now at this point, the lead continues in this part. This is like between the first 2 verses. It's going to go. Okay, so that was the 6 on the 2nd string, and then 7, 5, 7, and then 5, 3, 5, and then 3 to the 5 on the D. And then we're sliding 6 to 8, back to that G note on the B string. So that whole thing would be like. The other one would have been. And then the same lead. Okay, then we're back into another verse. So the one would have the rake, the other thing, chank. So that goes twice, and then we'd have that second layer. Those bends again. So this one has some new stuff. We're going to do a little chord thing. This could be the 2 different guitar parts, but you could do it yourself. You could do like a. And then we're going to do these chords, 5 and 6. then sevens. So we got 5 and 6 to the sevens, 5, sevens. So we got, and then we're going to take this and to the 7, 8. Okay, so it's a little harmony going on there. So we got. You do the other bend. Okay, now we're into the solo. So let's go ahead through that a little slow. So we're going 3 to 5. So 3, 5, and then hammer into the 7. 6, 8, 8 on the B string. 6, 8 again, and then 4 bends. And then 6, 7 here. So once again, we got. So that's 7, 5. Quick ones on both of those. 7, 5, 5, 3. 5, 3 on the D, and then 5, 3, 5. So we got. So 3, 5, slide to 7, and then 6 on the B. 8, 6, 8, 6. And then hammer into the 8. So that was dum, dum, 6, 3, slide, and then 1, 3 on the G. So. So that was the tricky part. Hammer into the 8, slide, 1, 3, and then 3 into 5, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, slide into 5. So we got the bum, da, da, dee, da, dum, dum. There we go. So that was a 5 to 7 on the G, 6, 8 on the B, little 6, back to the 8. So we'll go once again from that hammer into the 8, slide to the 3 from the 6, and then we end with, okay, and then we have this G minor chugging on that, D, power chord, and then switch to D7. That's 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. So we got D7, back to G minor. We're going to do that again. D7, G minor. So halfway through that, there is one fill. There's a little 13th fret if you're looking for that little fill in there. And then we're going to have those bends lick again. We're going to go. Bends again. Now we're going to go 5s, 3s, 5s, back to the C chord to set up a new verse. One of them just has this little rake type of thing. And they have a lot of fills on that guitar part too, so it kind of switches from rakes. It's not always doing those rakes and things. But the last verse is slightly different. We're going to have the G, boom, 4 times. You could insert these power chords, or you could stay up here and do the C chord on 12, 13, 12, and the B flat on 10, 11, 10. So from that verse, 3, 4, boom. 4 times, C, B flat, back to G minor. Next one. This one flips it. B flat to C to G minor. Okay, so you could throw in the chords like boom, jack. Next one. 4. and then flip it, B flat, C. We got that other thing again. And again. Then we're going to have the end of the song. So that was the 6, 7, 5, 7, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 6 to 8 slide. Then we're going to go down lower with the same thing. We got 3 on the D, 5, 3, 5 on the A, and then 3, 1, 3, and then 1, 1, G minor chord. All right, Witchy Woman by the Eagles. We got 3 pages of tabs on this one for y'all. Hope you dig that. Let me know where y'all are watching from. Let me know if you have any requests. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching my guitar lessons. We'll see y'all soon. Thanks a lot.